Hi everyone, it's Roger and Abe here from DisKingdom.com with another episode of the DisKingdom podcast. And on this episode, we are going to be discussing the new Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. So, Abe, what did you think of this trailer?
There's a lot going on. First of all, Severus Snape is basically doing the whole intro, which obviously is Alan Rickman. He voices the caterpillar. Anyways, it looks intense. It looks awesome. I do like how it's like a story centered through. Well, this is my interpretation. It's like Alice and trying to save the Mad Hatter or the characters in general, and they're using time as not only the main plot point, but an actual villain and an actual person that plays time.
Well, Time is the Mad Hatter's dad.
Right.
Yeah, and that's Basher Cohen because he looks pretty mean in the portraits that they put up with him in. It looks pretty nasty.
I still can't take him serious though. I can think of only Borat and all those different movies.
You scared my wife? She asked my sister.
Exactly. Yeah. Or what are the other movies he's done too? What's the other ones that he played?
No, like Ali G, like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Didn't he play one where he was homosexual? What was that one?
Oh, Bruno.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one where he appeared on.
That's definitely not a Disney movie.
No. But he appeared on Jerry Springer, and he had a baby. And he's like, he traded him for an iPod or no, an iPhone or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, whatever. But anyways,
yeah, that's definitely not a Disney movie.
Way off on a tangent here. Sorry about that, folks. But no. He does look very menacing, but he also looks kind of like almost mad, so it does give off that he's the father of the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there's more to it because time itself is an enemy. You know what I mean? So it's like the fact that he's time. I don't know. It looks interesting. There's a lot going on. I was kind of surprised that it's not directed by Tim Burton, but he's definitely producing it. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a different look or different feel to this movie than we did in the Alice in Wonderland version of that Tim Burton gave us. So I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I've kind of I think Alice in Wonderland has always been kind of one of those classic stories. I've never read the other books. I've only really seen the two movies. But I love the kind of the look of the movie. I know it's very Tim Burton, very bright, very colorful, but also a little bit dark. The Mad Hatter just looks absolutely bonkers. Johnny Depp he looks absolutely crazy in this, and it's really nice. And I think it's always that kind of one of because I know it took like over $1 billion in the US. It was a massive, big hit for Disney, which is why we've got the sequel. But it's but almost in some ways, you don't tend to think of it too often, or I don't. I don't tend to think of it as a massive movie, but it was such a big hit for them.
Oh no, yeah, I think it was back in the day. But when movies barely made $1 billion, I think it was like the sixth movie to ever do it. So yeah, it was definitely a big hit. And I don't know. There's just I feel like there's so much they pay so much homage to classic stuff in this movie too, though. Mm-hmm. Like you kind of get Alice going through the mirror. Kind of you get that feeling of Mickey Mouse in The Short, or what was that one thing that I saw? The little toy that Time gives the Queen of Hearts at the end. Mm. It's the little it takes off the head of
oh yeah, I love it.
but it almost made me feel like I was looking at something that Geppetto made, because remember he used to have all these different toys, so it has little twists that or feels of a classic to me.
It's just I think it all just looks very different, very bright, and that looks really cool because I'm kind of interested to see next year that is kind of slightly bit more quirky than some of the other mainstream stuff that's coming out, like Finding Dory and Civil War and sort of Rogue One. There's going to be a very different feel to it, different look. I still can't get over Alice. To me, she still just looks. She's looking a little bit. I almost feel like too old to do it. I don't have this connection with Alice. I can't even place the actress. There's something about her that I couldn't even tell you who she was from the first movie. I don't think I've ever sat there for a movie and go, oh, that's the woman that plays Alice. I've never got that connection.
You know what though? I kind of have a feeling that they wanted her to look a little older because this is supposed to be after some time.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think they did make her look too old, but it could be the makeup, the way they did her makeup and everything like that. But yeah, no, I honestly, everybody always enjoyed the Mad Hatter anyways from the original.
Yeah.
Or even the White Queen or anyways, there was just a lot of cool characters.
Yeah. It definitely feels like the other characters, I think, because you look at them, you look at that lineup of the 5 main characters they're pushing, and you've got 4 big actresses and actors in there, and Alice tends to be the one, even though she's the main title character, almost gets lost to the side. You don't tend to sort of very, very vanilla. You just don't notice her compared to the other characters that are so much more stronger. Yeah,
that's true. But I guess that's kind of the way the story Alice in Wonderland is, though. You have a lot of great characters. And she just kind of makes the story go on. You know?
Yeah. It's just kind of. I just thought it was quite funny how like now I can't even think of the actress that plays her. But I know the other 4 characters. So it's kind of good.
Isn't her? What is it? I think it was Helena, or.
Yeah, no.
Helena Bonham Carter or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's Helena Bonham Carter plays the Red Queen.
Oh, duh. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Dude, I'm tired. I've been on set all day.
but in some ways, that proves my point. You couldn't actually remember who she is.
Well, I'm not good with celebrity names, even though I work with a bunch of them, anyways. But yeah, so.
But no, I don't know. It's looking good. I'm loving the effect of her falling when she steps out the door. It just looks crazy. The sea's blowing up and Cheshire Cat is just talking in the sea, and Mad Hatter, with the fire, and it just looks such a weird movie.
But there was like certain parts too that kind of made it kind of look like Harry Potter to me. They had that giant chess game going on. I felt like, it's been done before.
Yeah, but then again, if they're going off the original story, if that happened, then there was life before Harry Potter.
Yeah,
and also, in some ways, I've been reading a lot of books recently about like Walt Disney and stuff. And it's this kind of Alice in Wonderland has got such a huge part of like Walt's past with these little shorts that they used to make way before they were making Mickey Mouse cartoons, making these Alice in Wonderland like animated and live action. It kind of feels so much like we're nearly like 90 years later, and here we are. It's just, and they're just we've got a new Alice in Wonderland. It just seems to be constantly going around. That Alice in Wonderland is still a massive part of Walt Disney.
Yeah, no, it's true, and especially California Adventure, we had that big celebration thing going on for a long time. It was like the Mad Tea Party, and it was like a club scene every night, so it was popular. Wasikowska, I think was her last name. Mia, I think it was her name. Mia Wasikowska. Wasikowska.
I'm not gonna try butchering.
Hey, you're good at that. Butcher.
Mia Kowalski.
There you go. That was good. Mike Wazowski. There you go. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. Okay. Anne Hathaway. We can't forget about Anne. She's the White Queen.
I'm just looking at her now on to see what else she was in. Mia. I'm looking on Wikipedia. So, yes, because she was born in '89, so she's not that old. I'm just trying to think what else. Looking here, what else she was in. She was in an Australian soap, All Saints. So this is Australian. Seeing where it is. Yep, Alice in Wonderland. And just going through the Jane Eyre. No, definitely didn't watch that. The Conspirer. Yeah, the girl of the dragon tattoo. I never watched that.
Which version was it? The European or American version?
David Flinch's. Is that the American version?
I'm not sure. It's not on her IMDb, so probably not.
Don't know. It's just. I think it's just. Oh, here we go. Filmographic. Defiance. Alice in Wonderland. Kings were like. Oh no, she wasn't. She wasn't in that.
She's basically in a lot of nothing. Okay.
Crimson Peak. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm looking at her.
Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is a big one she was in.
Yeah,
the kids are all right as well. Yeah. Anyways, that's good enough.
Yeah. Anything like classic, like sort of English movies and stuff is like, yeah, oh, jolly good. I'm John from England. Oh, we're making
no Downtown Abbey.
No, Downton Abbey. No, I don't. Do you know what? I don't watch it. It's literally just like you know that's not actually.
That's like the best show out here. It's like the number one rated show out here in the States.
Yeah. They don't have superpowers. It's up against there's between Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Agents of Shield, and they got Jessica Jones. Downton Abbey doesn't really kind of do it for me. You see those kind of build. Everyone just lives like that anyway. So why would we?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go upstairs soon at work.
Yeah, it's like my girlfriend's asking me, "Do you want to watch Downton Abbey?" It's like, "No, I'm doing a podcast with Roger later. I'm fine."
Hello, jolly good.
Jolly good day. Hello, Roger.
But anyway, guys,
darling.
Yeah, jolly good. Well, anyway, guys, we'd love to know your thoughts on the Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. What did you guys think? What do you think of the whole sort of Alice in Wonderland movies and stuff? I'd love to know your thoughts. Comment below. Remember to get in touch with us through Twitter and through other social medias like Facebook, and subscribing on YouTube. And also big thank you to our Patreons, Ethan at sorterapps.com and Magic Band Collectors. And we shall see you guys in a later video.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Yes.